It's been an interesting summer here for the Eagles. They lose a coach with Jimmy Johnson dying. Stuart Bradley, their middle linebacker starter, a guy they looked on for leadership, going down with a season-ending knee injury on Sunday. So that they got the bad news, and they've also got some good news that just happened here on Tuesday, Mike. What was the good news?
The good news was that Jeremy Maclin, their number one draft pick, the receiver from Missouri, finally signed a contract and is going to join them in training camp.
Chance to make an impact because he's going to have some chance to be with these guys. If he waits too much longer, it would have sort of negated what he could do this year.
Yeah, the training camp is overrated in general for veteran players, but not so much for rookies. I think, and especially because you want him to pick up a lot of things because he's going to have to probably play and help them right away, not only on offense but on special teams. So he's got a lot to learn, and also develop a rapport and a little timing thing with McNabb. Now, we should point out that Maclin did go to the sort of informal thing they have in Arizona where McNabb invites people out to he has a place out there and the receivers work with him. He did do that, and in that sense, it's he's had some work with the team, but I think you want him in there.
I wasn't as concerned with him being out right now yet because a lot of teams just went to training camp. The Steelers were just on Sunday.
That's
they got in
right, yeah.
So, the Eagles started a little bit earlier than some teams this year.
And another aspect of that is that it was probably harder to make a deal because you're worried about draft picks signing around you to give yourself a marker for what you're going to pay him. And some teams just hadn't started yet. So
I thought when the guy from Quincy from Minnesota, who was at Florida.
I know who you mean. Yeah.
Quincy Harmon. When he signed at 22, I thought that might get the deal done, another wide receiver. But it seemed that they were waiting at number 18 for Robert Ayers to get signed with Denver. I mean, not the guest speaker for Millersville. This was a football player, Robert Ayers. When he got done, then Maclin's deal got done. The biggest impact, though, I think, is besides wide receiver, is this injury to Bradley. Losing him at middle linebacker, they don't have a great idea of replacement. You got a second-year guy in Mays, and you've got Omar Gaither, who Bradley replaced 2 years ago. So obviously they think Bradley's better than Gaither. So it's a big loss.
I mean, I think Gaither's going to have to play a bigger role now, and he's a pretty good player. But there's no doubt that they don't have anybody like Stuart Bradley among their linebackers. I mean, he just really emerged as an outstanding player, I thought, in the last couple, late in 2 years ago, and then absolutely stepped in and did a great job this season. They don't really have a replacement for him. It's possible they'll try, troll around and try to make a deal. I think they have a lot of pretty good athletes among that linebacking core, second and third string guys. Like I said, Gaither, I think, will have to move to the front a little bit. But they don't have anybody like Stuart Bradley. It hurts. And then you lose your defensive coordinator. I mean, things have not been great for the Eagles overall.